Providing other people of tests that actually need them more than you. You're creating this bottleneck. I mean, what is the guidance at this point, this far in?
So from a health perspective, I would not be worried about getting a test. I mean, they have this down to a science where they have these drive-throughs and so forth. And, I think that's pretty safe. I would consider getting a test if you're with people from different households, and particularly if they're from regions of the country that have high levels. The other thing that I'm telling my family members is that you might want to take extra precautions in the next 2 weeks because we are expecting a spread to get even higher. So, like my mom loves her water fitness, I'm telling her maybe the next 2 weeks after Thanksgiving,
华
she can be really
字
careful, but
张
maybe that's not the
李
time to go. I think a lot of people are going to still be
王
holiday shopping. Maybe
呢
it's time to order from home, support the local restaurants and the local
么
businesses from home and do that,
呢
deliver to your door.
Your mom's been sick,
姓
who knows what Benny from Water
李
Fitness was doing. So is this giving us a new sense
李
of like what
石
our
王
bubbles actually look like? That our bubbles are maybe a bit wider than we thought.
王
I think that's right. I mean,
呢
I've had a conversation with a child care provider
李
about, okay, what are you doing this
字
Thanksgiving? And by the time we finished our
姓
conversation, it became apparent to me that she was having an over-eating people. So we aren't going
呢
to interact until she can have time to quarantine and test
你姓张，
and see
你叫张明，
what that looks like for her.
你
2 days after the
姓
gathering, it was just,
张
it was the whole entire family decided, okay, because a few of us are feeling ill, let's all get tested. All 12 people
张
who went to a November
你
1st family birthday party got COVID,
叫
and 3 who didn't go
张
were infected by those who did.
So I think that post-Thanksgiving
明
is the time to just double down on health measures that we keep hearing about, trying to be as careful as possible so that you are taking care of other people in your community too.
Dan Flaherty, who've been checking in with experts both in the government and outside of the government throughout all of this. Great insight.
姓
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Brett.
我姓王，我王我姓
President-elect Biden has named his chief of staff and some key members in his White House, but he still hasn't actually pulled the trigger on some of his most important hires, his cabinet, the people who will be running federal departments. That changes this morning.
I hope we're able to be in a position to let people know at least a couple that we want before Thanksgiving.
So this week he will be announcing multiple cabinet posts. Well, last night we learned who will be nominated for one of the most important of them all, America's top diplomat, the Secretary of State. And
Whoa.
the selection is not a blockbuster like Hillary Clinton or John Kerry. It's not even
Jiao.
an eyebrow raiser like Rex Tillerson. The first major pick for the Biden cabinet is a guy named Antony Blinken. ABC's Molly Nagel covers all things Biden. Molly, I'll ask you out loud what I texted you last night. Who?
Well, Brett, Tony Blinken is a longtime advisor
Wang.
to Joe Biden, and that really tells you a lot about this pick. He is somebody who has worked with Biden for years in the Senate
Wang.
as
Wang
vice
Ning.
president, and even as part of his campaign.
I think most of you know that Joe Biden's attachment to Israel is long, strong, and deep. And it goes back to literally the first trip he took as the United
Ni.
States Senator.
And now
No.
he is joining the White House, is expected to join the White House as the incoming Secretary of State.
It is
我姓王，
my
你呢？
pleasure to join you to present the State Department's
我
International
姓王，
Religious Freedom
你
Report
呢？
for 2015.
我姓
This is somebody who has worked in the State Department
Wang.
for a long time, and now will
姓
be heading it up.
姓呢
Failure to take
呢
significant measures
你
now
呢？
almost guarantees that North Korea will continue to repeat this exercise of testing nuclear weapons.
What does that mean? Like, I don't know him, I don't know his resume. I guess what does it mean for
What?
America's foreign policy? Is this basically, hey, this is going to look like a lot like the Obama years? Is he like an Obama guy?
Well, he served under Obama, but really his ties are to Biden. They have a long-standing connection and relationship that has
姓
spanned
张，
years and institutions.
No agreement, no negotiation gives you
姓
100% of what you want. But as Joe Biden likes to say, don't compare me to the Almighty.
姓
compare
张
me to the
姓
alternative.
Biden often
姓
talks
张
about his own foreign policy credentials. He says that's the one thing he is considered an expert on. He would talk about that on the trail.
We should be immediately reaching out to our European partners and others and send private signals of deterrence and de-escalation to Iran.
And so picking a longtime advisor that he has worked with like this to
No.
head up his State Department really tells you just a lot about how he's viewing this role.
What President Trump has managed to do is divide us from our allies and put us in a situation where we're
我姓
isolated,
王，
having pulled out of the agreement unilaterally. Not
我
Iran.
姓
And
王，
because he knows Joe Biden so
我
well,
姓
that can be
我姓 姓 姓 王 我姓王 我姓
he really is speaking on behalf of the President of the United States.
Right, like you go overseas, you go to a foreign capital, people
Wang.
do know him there, and they would know that he speaks for Biden, which is something like Pompeo has that with Trump. Like people know that he understands what Trump would say yes or maybe no to. Rex Tillerson did not have that, so it's a big part of the gig.
我叫王明，你呢？
You've been following Joe Biden for so long now. You've been
王
tracking
明
this transition.
王
Does this
明，
give you a
我叫
better
王
sense
明，
of
你
what
呢？
this cabinet
我
will
叫
end
王
up
明
looking like? Does it
你
give you
呢？
any tea leaves?
叫
Well, I think if we look
叫
at the whole
我
of these positions
叫
that Joe Biden has already
我
named,
叫王
you're looking
明
at a lot of
你
Biden
呢？
loyalists being in the White House and in these
王
top
明
positions.
王明
An excellent attorney
姓
general, an
姓
independent
呢
Justice Department,
呢
and that
你
department will make
呢
decisions
我
independently,
叫王
free
明
of
你呢？
politics, free of political
我
favor
姓
in
王
either
你呢？
direction as to how to
你
enforce
姓
the
张，
laws.
你叫张
Ron
明，
Klain, Steve Ricchetti,
你
Mike Donilon,
姓
these are all names that have been around Biden orbit and were a part of his campaign for a long, long time. And so the idea
Zhang.
that Biden, the first people he's coming out here and naming are
Ni.
these loyalists, these people who have been with him throughout his career, really tells you a lot about how he is viewing the people he wants around him. He wants people he knows he can trust and that he can work with. And it also tells you a lot about maybe what you don't know, the fact that we don't know this name as a household name, but is somebody who's very trusted to Biden, shows how he is prioritizing how he's looking
你
at his
姓张，
government.
你叫张
And
明，
what do you say to Americans, especially immigrant Americans who came to the United States looking for political stability and seeing all the things that the president is doing?
Hang on, I'm on my way. That's what I say, not a joke.
After 4 years of Donald Trump, I think Joe Biden's main goal is to return to order and a return
我
to
姓王，
a sense of
我
normalcy, as he would say.
姓
And so his plan is to put who he
姓
feels is the best people in place
王，
in these positions. So if that's somebody you've never heard of, that's not going to stop Joe Biden from doing it.
Yeah, like as you texted me last night, back to my original question. You said this might be a whole cabinet of who? Let's see what happens. By the way, a lot of factions to appease here too. We actually saw last night. Bernie Sanders' top advisors actually came out very early on saying they like this pick. That's an example of just some of the diversity of thought you're going to need. We'll see if this cabinet gets more diverse than some of these bigger name hires we've seen so far. Molly Nagel, thanks so much.
Thanks, Brad.
Next up on Start, your elections have consequences unless they don't.
你姓张， 你叫张明，你姓
Admit it. These days, what you need to know seems to change like every day. So what is it that you really need to know? Want to
姓
know to help you not just get through your
张
day, but make the most of it. Feel smarter, feel better, feel happier. Well, how about a third hour of Good Morning America in the afternoon? GMA
我姓王，
what you need to
我
know. It's all about
姓
you. Let's start at
王
1 Eastern, 12 Central, and Pacific on ABC. This is going to be so good.
王，
Reality is our country can collapse from within.
我姓王，
You see the white power movement on the march.
Klansmen, neo-Nazis, skinheads, it's meant to incite war.
The KKK to Oklahoma City to Charlottesville to documentary event special.
We just need to start talking about race.
Homegrown hate, the war among us.
This is a real wake-up call.
Streaming now on ABC News Live.
Your mom said, comb your hair. Your dad told you, smarten up. Your dog is judging you right now. And your best friend just called you crazy. We all need someone who'll pull no punches and give it to us straight. Now imagine getting your news like that. No bull, no spin, just give it to me straight. Straightforward news. Straight to the heart of the story. ABC News.